Welcome back, Stoner Squad, and of course a big welcome to all those new to the channel. My name is DanIsStoned, and thank you for joining me today to try out some Humankind. Now, for those who do not know what this is, Humankind is basically a civilization-like game. It is very much inspired from it, but it has a load of cool and unique stuff, and I'm really excited just to kind of go through this and show you guys. I've been playing it quite a bit recently, and to be honest, I think I'm fairly hooked on it. I've been playing it quite a lot, and I thought, well, why not kind of showcase it to you guys? Now, I have finished my Imperial Rome series, so the Bespawn Kingdom and the Antigonids in Exile ones. So now it really comes into the new format that I was speaking about before I finished the series in a couple of weeks ago in the community post. So I'm posting like one gameplay video per day, alternating between Imperial Rome and something else, another game. Now, I was going to do Crusader Kings 3, but I have a roleplay series planned for Crusader Kings 3, just like the Imperial Rome series that I've been doing, the roleplay series as Rome. I have something like that planned for Crusader Kings 3, so I didn't want to do a basic CK3 Let's Play. There's a lot of them out there, and I thought something different and unique as like a roleplay series, just like we've done with Rome and Imperator, would be the way to go. And I've just kind of fell into Humankind by, well, I wouldn't say by accident, but I've been seeing a lot of people playing the game, and I've been a massive fan of Civilization, and I thought, well, why not try it out? Simply because Civilization needs a competitor on the market, or a decent competitor on the market. Civilization game, I've loved the franchise for a long time. Civilization 5, I've played it immensely. Like, literally, I spent a whole year and a half at uni playing that game, like 24/7 with my flatmates. The amount of times I missed lessons was insane. But we played it a lot, and I really loved Civilization 5. I thought it was like the complete Civ game, especially with all the expansions came out afterwards, and it was incredibly enjoyable. And then I got Civ 6 when it came out, and to be honest, I was incredibly disappointed with Civ 6. I just didn't get into it, and the thing that really annoys me the most, and this seems to be the way the Civilization franchise has been going, is that their marketing strategy is incredibly aggressive. Meaning that they release a base game, which costs you, what, 50, 60 euros. And then, after that, they release expansion packs, which cost as much as the base game. And there's a lot of them, and it's just completely ridiculous. And as like the games have gone on, the expansion packs have become less and less kind of fulfilling. They've been less and less, I would say, kind of quality in these expansion packs, and the price has been going up. And I'm thinking, no, it's not cool. So I kind of turned off Civ 6. I played it at launch, and then I quickly kind of got out of it. And there's a load of stuff that I didn't like about it, and I could go into detail on that, but it will just take so long, and it's probably worth a video on its own. That I might actually do why Civ 5 was a masterpiece and Civ 6 I'm not overly keen on, but that's going to be for another time. So I kind of got rid of it and kind of put it down, and then I fell onto Humankind by random. I mean, there's been a few people playing it, and then one of my friends said, well, look at this, try it out, it's really cool. So I thought, well, why not get it? Now, for those who don't know, it is not the full release. It's the Victor Open Dev, so it's kind of been available for, I don't know, maybe a week or two. It started from the end of April and it goes up to beginning of May, so it's not for very long. I mean, you go to their kind of, if you want to try it out before the open dev finishes, you can go to their website, then you can pre-order the game. When you pre-order the game, you have the opportunity then to gain access to this Victor Open Dev, which lets you play about 170 turns and go through, I think it's 3 eras from what I gather, in the game. And honestly, I have not been disappointed at all. The game is scheduled to release on the 17th of October, so it's quite a way away. So this is really an early stage. But honestly, it has been super fun, and I really can't wait to kind of go through all the neat stuff with you guys. It is honestly super inspired by Civilization. It's like turn-based city, kind of found your cities, have like individual units, turn-based, four-time strategy, whatever. And it is heavily inspired by it, but it has made a load of really cool twists to the genre, and you will see them as we play through the game. There's some really cool stuff, and I can't wait to showcase this with you guys. But anyway, enough of me rambling on here, so let's go. So the concept is pretty much like Civ, you start off in the Neolithic era, and of course there's a load of eras you can go through. So if we just click up here on the left here, and you can see the different eras. So you've got Neolithic era, and then the next era, and the next era, and the next era, and you have a couple of them. So the next one's ancient, you can see what it is, and then the others are hidden, you don't really know what they are. Of course you will find that out if you play the game, and if you do end up buying the game on release. But you go through the eras, and you need to like fulfill a certain amount of objectives in each era in order to gain enough era stars to advance to the next. So for instance here, for example, for the Neolithic era, and where our nomadic tribe here, that's what we are, we need, for example, I don't know, reach one of these goals and we'll enter a new era. So have 5 population or 5 units within your empire. If we get that, then we'll be able to advance to a new era. If I was to do the hunter star, for example, down here, if I was to hunt a total of 3 animals, then we'll be able to advance into another era and so forth. And it's doing these goals that allows you to go through the different eras. And each time you kind of go through these different eras, you can add, like, you can pick like culture bonuses. It's quite kind of abstract me describing this to you right now without actually seeing it, but you'll see it is super duper cool. But anyway, let's go. So we start off with, of course, your basic units here of tribals, which are called hunting parties, these nomadic tribes. And what you can do, you can like send these around the map and explore and gather stuff. And as you explore and gather like nuts and berries and herbs, like for example over here, we've got a whatever this is here, we've got some nuts, I think these are. So if I go over here, these guys will pick up food. And as we pick up food, we'll be able to kind of get 20 food, and once we hit 20 food, we'll be able to have another nomadic tribal member, and it'll give us a second unit, and so forth. You can only really do this in the nomadic era. You'll see once we start founding cities and stuff and outposts, it's all very different. Unlike Civ, you don't have settlers to found. You basically can found it with any units. You basically have the claim territory mechanic, where you can pretty much click this, and you can place down for a certain amount of influence, which is a resource up here. Influence is you generate it with your cities, and it's basically your culture, if you wish. And you can basically spend this to found outposts, which then you can grow into cities and stuff. And honestly, the mechanic is super cool. You'll notice we can't do it just yet. We can't really found anything because we don't have the influence. So all we need to do really is pretty much go and explore. So the first thing we're going to do is definitely going to go and pick up some of these berries here. I mean, why not? Go and pick them up. And if I go over here, you'll see we picked some nuts. Curiosity collected, and we got 10 food out of it. So we filled out this bar here. As soon as we hit 20, we'll gain another tribal dude. So we need another set of nuts, and luckily enough for us, I saw one down here at some point, which we shall definitely go and collect. But before we do that, let's go and take out this deer thing here. So we'll put our unit over here, and we'll take out this deer, this animal here. You can actually hunt them, and there's loads of different animals. There's like some massive badass mammoths. If I can find one, I'll show you. They are literally huge, and it is really cool to try and take them down. But you can take these out, and of course if we go back to our kind of era stars, and we have an objective down here, which is hunt a total of 3 animal units. Current number of units 0. So if I kill that, we'll get 1. And it's worth noting that humans count as animals. So if you kill another kind of human kind of party or another tribal kind of unit that doesn't belong to you, it counts towards the killing an animal. And of course there are a load of other civilizations in the game. So we have currently all of them up here, and they are hidden, and we will discover them at some point. The map looks gorgeous, honestly, it really does. The map is really, really gorgeous, and what I do like about this is the very notable differences in terrain levels, in like height. So you can see there's some areas that are considerably higher than other, and you cannot like kind of go up like off a cliff face. So for example, if I wanted to go up here, I couldn't go down there to this tile and then go straight up there. I wouldn't have to go round to an area which is accessible, and that is another really cool feature. Terrain does play a lot in combat as well. So basically on high ground, you gain bonuses. So for example, if we've got a fight here, we'll go and try and take on this deer. Now there is something really cool as well with the combat system in this game. You have something called phases. So you have a deployment phase where you can deploy your units in a specific radius. So here it is the blue, like the dark blue radius here is where I can deploy units. Now this is if you have multiple units within your party. Now the moment you can see we only have 1 tribal unit, but you can stack them. You can stack a load of units in like one band and create some kind of army or force. And this is where you can then deploy them. So for example, if I had like 3 kind of nomadic tribals here, I'll be able to deploy the other 2 where I wanted. Even this one, I can just deploy them where I wanted on the terrain and then coordinate attacks from these areas. And honestly, the combat system is really neat. It's super cool. As I said, it's very Civ inspired, but it has a load of twists. that is fantastic. And honestly, I've been having an absolute blast with this game. I've been playing it a lot, and it is super, super fun. But anyway, you can confirm the battle, so when you try and engage, of course, we confirm we want to fight. And this is where you go to the deployment phase, which is really, really wicked. And you can choose where you want to place them. Now, the enemy also has a deployment phase, so they can choose to go within their radius here, where they can deploy. So their deployment zone is this light colour here, our one is the dark blue colour. So we're going to just deploy straight opposite him here. We'll end the deployment, and he's chosen to stay here and take us on. And this is where you have the combat phase. So now each taken in turns for a certain amount of kind of like phases, if you wish, to do damage to each other and fight. You can either attack, you can move to gain a strategic advantage on like terrain-wise. You can also defend, kind of wait a little bit, kind of brace yourself for the coming attack and gain a combat bonus and so on and so on. But here we want to take him out, and as you can see here, we have more strength than the deer. We have 14 strength, so we have a base 10 combat strength, which is located over here. You can see the base combat strength of your unit. And we have a +4 from being on high ground, so this is where terrain really kind of comes into its own. And you can see how much health you'll lose, how much he would use, and so forth. You can also see how much strength he has, so he has 8 strength. So we're basically going to smash this deer, so let's go. So we'll smash him. Go and kick him. And now it's his turn, so we've attacked once, and now it's him, so he's going to attack us. The animation's really cool. It looks like a deer on steroids. It basically charges the crap out of you. It's a suicidal deer, honestly. It's kamikaze deer. So now he's done that, now it's back to us again, and now we're going to attack him. So now we don't have the 14 combat because we don't have the height advantage, because his deer has moved up here now, which means we don't have the 14 combat, and we have 9 instead of 10 because we're damaged, and as you're damaged you do like less damage to other like things, other animals, other troops. And again, it is really cool. So we're now going to go and attack him again. Hopefully this will kill him, and it has done. So we've killed him. The deer is now dead, which is awesome, by the way. And now we gain some food, which is really nice. So we should be getting some extra food in our hunting party over here. We'll see once we go off this kind of battle. I don't know how to put it, this battle, like, summary, if you wish, and we'll see if we've added to the 10 food. We also gained 5 influence, which is nice. By killing the animals, you can gain some of this influence stuff, and it enables us to place our first outpost, which is going to be very cool. You also have resources in the game, just like Civ, luxury resources, strategic resources. I mean, here we have something, we'll check it in a minute. But now also go on here, you'll see we have 15 food, so we've got the 5 food off the deer, so all we need is 5 more to be able to get another hunting party. And here we have resources, for example, Sage, and it gives you profitability in all cities. There's a load of really cool different resources you can get. For all those asking what this is an animal sanctuary, a diverse habitat that I can sack, but it's a breeding ground for animals, so animals will spawn out here. It's peaceful wildlife, so it's like the deer and stuff. The deer don't attack you. You have hostile wildlife that can be a bit of a pain, but here it's just like the basic deer stuff. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move you guys over here. Of course, you have a limited amount of movement points per turn, and what we need to do now is end the turn. Again, very Civ-like. All your events pop up down south here. So well delocked, wonderful Danikil Desert has been located by another empire. So the Danikil Desert, and this gives you fame points, by the way. These fame points are down here, and you use these fame points to basically accumulate them to win the game, and you gain rewards by doing these missions. You gain fame point rewards. Again, I've not gone as far in to find out what exactly these fame points do at the moment, so I'll kind of figure that out with you guys when we get to that point. Well, let's go off this now. Anyway, let's keep moving so we acknowledge that. We'll get rid of that thing. And now we are going to see where we can actually found our glorious... if we could found an outpost, it would be cool if we could. So let's finish that off. So now these guys are moving. Okay, so you've moved here. Why am Has my game bugged out? I think it has. I think I must have got a little bit of a bug here. I can't select anything for some particular reason. I might have bugged the game. Go back in now. Yeah, I think I may have kind of bugged it a little bit here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reload the game. I don't know why. Have I done something that the game doesn't like? Have I clicked on something as it was doing something? Anyway, let me just quickly save the game. I'll just save it as YouTube, so I know exactly which one it is, and we'll reload the thing. But let's load it. YouTube. Let's see if this works, because yeah, I couldn't move the mouse cursor. I couldn't zoom in. I couldn't zoom out. I couldn't do anything like that. So yeah, there are bugs to be expected. It is basically an open dev, and the release date is the 17th of August, I believe. So you've still got a way to go. But honestly, it is super funky. It really is very funky indeed. And the cool thing about it is you can basically assimilate and take loads of cultures from different time of human history and make your own culture with it. It is really, really super funky. Again, it is super inspired by Civ, but they've tweaked like a load of like things where they've added some unique stuff. And it makes it all super interesting, and especially there's going to be something that I'm going to show you guys when we get to this. It's when you create units in your cities. Now of course you make what happens is you have your cities, so you found outposts first, and then once you found the outpost it grows over time, and then you can like turn it into a city if you want to at some point. However, this is... yeah, I think my game has properly bugged the crap out here. Yeah, Humankind bugging. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of reload the game, and I will join you back in just a second. See you in a minute. Okay, so I'm back and I've reloaded the game, so now it should be working properly. It is zooming in and out, which is very good indeed. But anyway, let's get back to business. There is going to be bugs to be expected. I've never done that before. I probably shouldn't have clicked on this and then while it was ending turn. I think that's probably what bugged my game out. I tried to click on the like era button up here, and while the turn was ending, and I think it kind of crashed the game. But anyway, let's keep going. So what I want to do, I'm going to show you how you found kind of found outposts and cities. Now, what you do, you claim territories in this game, and then as you claim a territory over a period of turns, this territory that you've claimed will develop into an outpost, and then this outpost you can develop it into cities. And honestly, the concept is super cool. So just kind of get any unit. You don't need like a settler unit or anything. Any unit you have can do this at the moment. So basically you can choose where to found your outpost. Now, just pretty much choose where you want it to be. I mean, I could build it on the high ground up here, I could build it on the low ground down there. I mean, there's a load of different areas that you could choose to do this with. But where do I actually want to build this? I don't really know, I mean, I could probably found it here. It looks like a pretty cool location. We've got some hills, and we've got like a load of like food and stuff. I mean, I think this could be very cool. I might as well try and build it down here. Let's give it a go. Let's build it. Let's go down here first. We're going to build this down in this section. So he's going to go there, and then next turn he should be getting that built, which will be nice. Then we'll get you, and we'll probably go and explore down here, see if I can find some more food, in order to gain another tribal unit, which would be good. So now, we finished that turn. Oh, look, there's a deer again. We're going to go and kill that thing pretty quickly. We might as well. But anyway, let's found our lovely outpost here. So I'm going to found it there. So this is good. This is a cool location. I like it. So now if I click on this outpost, so we'll kind of select it here, and you can see that the outpost will be created in 7 turns. So it takes a certain amount of turns in order to build this outpost. Again, it depends on the amount of production that like you have or make. Here we can see that we need like 35 kind of production. It's the same as Civ, like you have production that like determines the speed at which you build stuff, and then of course you have food, which determines the speed at which you have like pops and they grow, and all that sort of stuff. So 7 turns now, this is going to be built. Now what I'm going to do, for this turn, I'm going to regroup. That is how you heal. You regroup and then it'll kind of heal a little bit, and then we'll go and deal with this deer. We might as well. Oh look, there's another one. There's 2 deer. So I need to kill 2 more animals, and we can actually do the era mission, which then would allow us to advance to another era, which is kind of nice. So what we're going to do, we're going to declare war. I like how we declare war on something. We're going to declare war on the deer. It's only an animal. Anyway, let's confirm the battle. Let's kill this damn thing. So we'll end the deployment. And that will take him down. We have more strength than him, so we should be fine. I could have probably deployed on the high ground somewhere, but I actually couldn't. I couldn't have deployed here because I wouldn't have been able to attack him down there because that ground is too high. So he's charged at me again. We're just going to finish him off. Let's go and kill him. Bam, bam, bam. Super evil deer, that's what it is. It's a rabies-ridden deer. Now he's doing his kamikaze charge. This is going to kill him. So he's been killed. Great, fantastic. So that should give us a little bit more food. And now we've filled out the, like, 20 amount of food. You'll notice that we have an extra tribe, which we can now get, and we can get this guy and detach him. So to do this, just click on him, and we should have the option to transfer. But we don't have enough movement points to do that yet, so we're going to have to do it on the next turn. Unless I can get you, we can get you to heal a bit, which I will. And now we'll end the turn. And now what we're going to do, we'll get you, we'll click on this, and now we can do transfer, which allows us to detach the unit, and we can put them where you want to put them. So I'm just going to kind of detach you over here. Actually get you like that long button, so we'll detach you there. And there they go, they split up, and that's how you do that. And now what we're going to do, we're going to go and try and pick up, see if we can get some more food, and see if we can get some extra kind of stuff. Some extra tribal units, which will be quite nice. And we've got some food down here we'll go and pick up. Now, you've got something called like borders in this game. I mean, I don't know exactly how this works yet, but you've got like sphere of influence stuff, and but I'll kind of explain that as we get into it. We'll see when we kind of discover some extra civilizations who try to kind of expand within our sphere of influence. It's honestly fairly tricky to explain, so it's probably better if I go through that with you when it happens. So let's go and try and find this extra deer. I don't know where he's gone. He's probably gone around here somewhere. Or has he? Go on here. This is there he is. So this is a curiosity. So we found something here. I don't know what it is we've found. Don't know what we got. We might have got something. Maybe was it some... It might have been some influence. I don't know. I didn't notice. But here we've got some ebony. It's an extra resource. Can I declare war on the deer? So yeah, let's do that. We'll try and kill you. That's a good thing. So we'll deploy here. We're on high ground, which is good. Which is going to give us the advantage. Oh, did he run off? I think he did. Oh, he did. He ran off. So we're going to chase him. And now we found him. So... We have 10 combat strength, but -3 from crossing a river, which is not what I want to do. Can we move? Let's get you to move. See if I can move you. I can't. So we'll defend. We'll wait for him to attack me. And this is going to give us a bonus to our defense, well, to our combat strength, which means we should do more damage to him, which we have done. Now he's moved here. We don't have the river crossing penalty, which means I should be able to attack him without kind of suffering any penalties, really. Oh no, we still have a river crossing, apparently. But oh well, we have more strength. We're going to beat him. He's got less health, so we can really, really smash him. Actually, we don't now. He has more health than me. So now he's attacking us from the high ground. This is an evil deer. He's literally smashing us, and he's got the high ground. That's not fun. Let's retreat. Let's retreat onto the high ground over here. I'm going to leg it and try and get back home before he chases us. Oh, he is chasing us. And he's going to attack us on the high ground. And I might just be able to win if I defend again. So this is where combat is, honestly, it is super strategic. And did we win? No, we lost our unit. Oh, no, we didn't. Or did I? So what's he doing down here? Oh, no, he's down here. He ran off. But I don't think we managed to kill the deer. Oh well. Anyway, let's get you and send you over here now. Going to pick this up. End the turn. I don't know where the deer's gone, though. Gone somewhere. But where? That is a good question. Anyway, we'll get you to heal up a little bit, and then we'll see if we can chase you. Apparently there's a curiosity up here as well. I think we might have to go... We'll go and check that out after. You're going to go and pick up this. Get a little bit of extra food. Then I've got 15 out of that one. Okay, all we need to do really now is find a deer, and we can gain some extra... We can gain another kind of scout unit. And you'll see why I want to gain another scout unit. And here we found another nation here. We found another set of scouts. I don't know who these belong to. But we'll probably try to avoid them because they are going to probably try and attack us. They are quite aggressive at the start. So I do want to dodge them. You guys are healing pretty well. So we'll wait for you there. Oh, he is attacking us here now. So now he's come... Now he's trying to do some confrontation. So we have an option here. We can choose to either retreat, confirm battle. But we are going to retreat. I want to get you guys back. We might as well. I don't want to kind of go all the way down here just yet. So we'll send you back over here. He's going to try and follow. And I think we can beat him. If we engage in defensive terrain, we should be fine. I might actually keep you on this over here. Or no, maybe not. We'll explore. We'll go and explore up north. We'll go and find out what there is. So how long? We've got another... Next turn, we gain our... Well, our outpost is finally built next turn. We need one more turn to do that. Why? Yeah, I think one more turn and the outpost is built. Anyway, let's see if we can find that deer. I don't think I killed it. I think it ran off. So I do want to see if we can actually find the damn deer. I'll go and get that curiosity after. I haven't found it just yet. Now, the sanctuary is here. I can ransack it to gain a little bit of gold. Actually, go on that next, to be honest. You've chased us here. I'm now going to have to confirm the battle, because you can only retreat once. If they catch you again, you can't really retreat again. So we'll have to confirm the battle. So I am going to deploy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy over on this hill here. So we have some form of advantage. If he wants to attack us, he's going to have to come and get us. I mean, I ain't moving. So what we're going to do is we're going to defend. Our objective is to literally kind of survive or defend our flag. That's pretty much how it works. But I'm not going down here. I mean, if you want to come and get me, dude, it's not a problem. So we're going to retreat over here on the high ground. And we'll see what he does. I don't think he's going to be doing too much. I might be able to get out, to be honest. So now, yeah, there we go. So now he's attacking us. He's attacking us on the high ground, so we're going to do way more damage than him. And, of course, now if I go to attack you, we'll see that we have +4 from being on the high ground. So we have 14 combat strength, and he only has 10. So that's going to finish him off. But then he's probably going to attack us again, and that should pretty much end him. No, it hasn't. So he basically ran off this time, which is interesting. So I might actually go and finish him. But if I do, there's got another unit here that will probably finish us off. So we're not going to do that. We're actually going to kind of go back here. We'll go back home. I think it's the safest option to do. Oh no, he's attacking us again. So what I'm going to do, we're going to redeploy on... We'll confirm battle again. That's not a problem. And now I'm going to deploy myself on the hill here again. We'll end deployment. And we'll let him attack us. I mean, that's fine. You're the one who's like attacking. So he's running into us again. He's going to get absolutely smashed. And now we can finish this guy off pretty easily. And this counts as killing an animal, by the way. They're humans, and it counts as animals, which is going to count towards our Ave star, which is also very nice. So you should be dead. He is, and we should have done our Ave goal. There we go, Ave star unlocked. So if I go over here now, you can see that hunt a total of 3 animals. Humans are considered as animals, so we've got them. And this is going to give us the opportunity to advance to another era, if we so wish. Let's go and check this army out here now. So we'll get you guys, and you can go on here. We'll go and take this. Gained a little bit of food out of that, I think. We did. Now we'll go over here. We'll discover this curiosity, whatever it is. Discovered some encampment. I don't know what we got out of that. Did I get some influence? I think we got some influence. It might have been some influence that we got. What's over here? Here we have something there as well. Discovery, but I don't want to go over there. They've got some enemy units. So what I'm going to do, we are going to retreat this way onto the hill here. And now we've earned a star from killing that extra human unit, which counts as an animal. We can choose a era, which is going to be cool, or a culture. So we change era, and this is where you get to choose a culture. And there are so many of them. This is where the game is really funky and really super cool. There's so many you can choose from, and each have their own different bonuses. Like we can choose to be the Assyrian culture, which would give us like siege masters plus 1 land movement speed on unit. It would also give us a specific district that we can build, the Dunu. It would also give us some specific units. We could build Assyrian raiders, which is a special mounted unit. There's so many. There's Babylonians, there's the Egyptians, these are also pretty cool as well. The Harappians, the Hittites, the Massians, the Nubians, the Olmecs, the Phoenicians, and the Zoo. There's really so many, and I've tried on the previous game that I've tried the Phoenicians, like the traders. Give you some gold, some extra like modified to all constructible buyout cost by -20%. So you pay less to build stuff if you want, because in the game you can actually pay gold to build the unit or the building straight away. So if you have a certain amount of turns, instead of waiting for the turns based on your production, you can buy it out, and this reduces the buyout cost. But I've chosen them before. Let's see what I can go for. Nubians could be interesting. The Mysians monthly unit industry cost -25% and +25 experience on creating a unit or outpost. That could be interesting. And they've got a special unit in Promokoi. We've got the Cyclopean Fortress. That's a special building or district. The Hittites +1 combat strength for our units. That's pretty cool. And we have a specific unit type. The Gigir. The Harappians, that's more like food producing stuff, and they have a specific unit, the Runners. The Egyptians give us +1 industry on district producing industry, modified district. Okay, that's like with the industry, the industry districts, they produce more for them. The Assyrians, what would they have again? They had land movement speed. But let's go for the Mysians. These like kind of warlike things, and I do want to try and see if we can kill a few of our neighbouring civilizations. And this does reduce the amount of time it takes to build units, so let's adopt it. We'll be the Mycenaeans. We'll do that. Now we've adopted this, and of course you can like choose to cancel it now or confirm. Once you confirm it, you can't change, by the way. And this kind of culture, it sticks with you as you progress through the different eras and like incorporate different cultures into your civilization. And this is where the game really shines, because it is kind of a culture builder. And honestly, it is super, super funky. So if we take this, we gain this like brutal upbringing, we gain this, and we gain some of the special unit type here, which seem to be some specific warrior unit, and they have massive strength. So let's confirm this. Let's take it.
are the challenges of a young civilization.
And this is cool. You have like kind of little kind of cutscenes and stuff as you kind of select different cultures and bring stuff in. And
Humankind learns quickly.
It's really, really cool.
Everyone contributes. If you're terrified of wild animals, you can grow lentils or catch fish.
That's not going to be us.
Tribes settle.
We're going to be warlike.
Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay.
So now we're going to pass from the Neolithic era to the nomadic tribe to the ancient era and the Mycenaeans, which is a specific culture type, which is cool. And now what we can do, we can now make our first city, which is really, really interesting. So I'm going to go off the battle here for the... Well, yeah, let's do the battle quickly. We'll kind of do this. They do want to fight again. So we'll confirm combat. We'll confirm it. And these scouts will end the deployment here. So we're on the... So we're not on the high ground anymore, which is interesting. They've actually moved over there. And now they're attacking us. Fair enough. But we have better units, apparently. I don't know how. We have, what, 15 combat? 1 strength from veterancy. Okay, so as we've been fighting, we've gained like more kind of experience, if you wish, and then you gain veterancies, and this increases your overall strength. So if I go here, you can see we've got 13 combat strength now, and then plus 1 from veterancy. And these only have 10 combat strength, and of course plus 1 from defending. Now, we are now scouts instead of tribes, so we have passed we've like gone from the Neolithic era to the ancient era, and our units have like changed as a consequence, and that's why we have better combat strength. These have not passed a era yet, so that's why we're going to be killing these guys pretty easily. We'll finish you off. He's going to attack again. Of course, he's going to lose, unless he tries to retreat. Oh no, he's going to capture, or he's trying to capture our flag here, but that's not going to work. Again, as you say, there's 2 ways to like win. You can actually eliminate the units, or you can capture the kind of base, if you wish, or the flag, and that allows you to kind of win the battle instead of killing the units. So these guys have been killed fairly easily, which is all good stuff. And now if I go over here, we have a different set of era stars now. And of course, this was the previous era. So the Neolithic era, which is up here, and these are the kind of objectives. We're now into the next one, which is down here. And we have a load of different objectives. So military stars, we can gain another star if we destroy a total of 9 military units. We can also gain another star if we own 5 territories attached to any city. Now, it's important to grasp that in the game you have cities, outposts, and cities. So outpost grows into a city, and these cities can have a multitude of outposts. So you don't have to kind of turn your outpost into a city. You can build like outposts next to your city and keep them outposts, and you can have them next to like trade goods and stuff, strategic resources, and they can just exploit that specific trade good or resources without growing into a city. So it's really interesting how you choose to like grow. You can either choose to build a load of cities or have a city surrounded by some outposts. It's really up to you. So now, we can found our first city. So look, this is our outpost. This is what it looks like. And now what we can do for the cost of normally it costs you influence to do this, but since it's the first city, it's not going to cost us anything. And as we turn this into a city, you'll see that not only will it grow on the map, but we'll gain a lot of extra stuff. We gain some district fortification, which means it's like harder to take down if it's under attack by enemy troops. We gain influence per turn, food per turn, industry per turn, money per turn, science per turn. And this is going to allow me to showcase how the pop system works. And this is really, really cool. And there's something really brilliantly tied to creating units with the pop system in this game. So we'll create this as a city, and now you can see it changes. And you can see it's like all building up, and it looks really cool on the map. The only kind of gripe I have is I can't zoom closer in. I would really like to zoom right in into my districts and see what they are like. But now we've created the city, you can see that now you have like a few categories over here. So you have like food, industry, money, and science. Science is for tech, and this is where I can quickly show you the tech tree. There is a tech tree, just like in Civ, which is cool, and depending on the amount of research you make per turn, well, it conditions the speed at which you can research a tech. So, for example, if I were to take any one of these 4, city defense, carpentry, domestication, or calendar, it will take me 11 turns based on my 3 science per turn. And of course, there's a load of specific techs, which is really, really cool indeed. I think this is the limit. I don't think I can go above this. I haven't done 130 something turns yet. I think I've gone up to like 70 odd turns, which is interesting. I think this is all grayed out because we can't go further down this line. But as you can see, it's a load of stuff. I mean, literally loads of tech, which is going to be cool. But anyway, now that is done, let me quickly show you the pop system here. So, of course, you need food, you generate food, and then depending on the amount of food you generate, you kind of grow pop. So at the moment, we generate, how much is it, like 6 food we generate? at the moment. 6 food per farmer, so we have 1 farmer, so it's 6 food. And what's going on here is that in 5 turns, we're going to generate an extra pop. It says here, your city's food output is high enough to support population growth, which is generating 1 pop every 6 turns. So in 6 turns, we'll gain another pop, and then we can choose to put these pops where you want. So let's say I didn't want to make too much food, I wanted to focus more on production, then I'll drag the pop him over in the production section, and now you'll see that it takes 10 turns to gain an extra pop, okay, instead of 6 turns, but we would generate more industry points, which means it will take less time to build some districts or units. So this is what's really funky. The cool thing about this pop system, and this is where it makes it really unique, where you must balance how you want to grow militaristically speaking, is that if you create a unit, not only does it cost you kind of industry points to make it, but it also costs you a pop. So basically, when you're making a unit, you need to take into account the fact that if you build this unit, we're going to lose one of these pops. And this is really, really interesting. And the balancing act that you're going to have to do in order to kind of make a decent army and not kind of kill your city food-wise, production-wise, gold-wise, and science-wise is going to be tremendously tricky to balance. And it adds a brilliant challenge. And it's something that I think is really cool. Instead of like being able to spam units, you're going to have to really think about when you want to build them. And I think that's a really cool thing. So what we're going to do here, now there's something we can literally do that is going to be really useful. Now, the AI here is slightly aggressive in this game for the moment, and they do tend to try and attack you. At the moment we have what? We've got 2 set of scouts. So what we can do, I don't need 2 scouts, I think I only really need 1 scout. Just to kind of scout the land. So what we're going to do, we're going to send you and see if we can find some extra land over here, maybe, so we can settle an outpost at some point, which would be nice. So we're going to go all the way over here first. Actually, no, I don't want to go over there just yet. Again, I know the map, because I've played this a little bit before. The map you have is just the same, and the start point is the same at the moment. So I pretty much know where I want to go. You guys won't, so you can like explore, but what I want to do is go over this side. This is where I'm going to want to go first. But what I can do is I can get this unit here, and we can literally disband him if I wanted to. Now, if I disband the unit, we gain a pop back into the city. Which is why at the start it could be useful if you just kind of like stay in the like nomadic era as a nomadic tribe in the Neolithic era and just kind of grow as many scouts as you can by gathering, and then what you can do, you can just bring them back and disband them, and you gain pops in the city. So if I was to do this here, disband the unit, which I am going to do, you'll notice that if I go on the city now, we're going to have a second pop. And this is where you can literally play around with the balancing act, which is cool. So now we've got an extra pop, and he's been automatically allocated into the industry section, which is fine, because it's what I want. But however, now since we have like more pops, what is happening is that the growth is going to take a little bit longer. So I could technically drag him and drop him here and keep the growth pretty decent, which is what I'm going to do. I want to have the growth in 5 turns, because I want an extra pop. Because I do want to start getting a unit out. A decent kind of military unit would be good to actually build. I don't think I can build any military units just yet because we don't have the required tech. So if I go to my tech tree, and let's see what I can get. Now, we have our specific unit here, the Promokoi, which is like super, it's like he's on steroids. Look at that. Is that not a powerful, empowering man? That is in it, look, like mad face, big axe, superhuman strength. So we are going to go for this first. We'll go for the city defense. So it's going to give me 11 turns. And in 11 turns, we'll gain that tech, which would allow me to build what I need. Like the unit. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and build something here. So I can either build a Cyclopean Fortress, which will give it extra stability. So the stability is over here. It's a measure of how stable you are. So population assigned here will increase stability in the city. Stability is currently 100. It evolves every turn by 0 until it reaches 100. But at 100, that's why it goes up by 0. Expanding a city or adding districts decreases its stability. So if I was to build extra districts here, it would decrease stability by a certain amount. And of course, low stability, it kind of affects how stable you are. So the city's population either love or fear you, perhaps both. Positive events are more likely to occur in the city. So the higher stability you have, the more positive events, and the less stability you have, the kind of bad events you'll have that happen. But anyway, what we want to do at the moment, I don't know if I want to go for, I don't want to go for a specific kind of, I don't know, production district first or a food district. I reckon a food district could be the first one to go for to increase growth. Now, what I'm going to do is we'll not build this, we'll stop building, we'll quit the placement mode, and we'll go for one of these farms. And what this does, and we'll kind of show you what the district does actually. So a farm district increases food on the tile that you build it, and it increases 1 food per adjacent farmer's quarter. And it also increases +1 farmer's slot on the city. I currently have 5 farmer slot here, and these are the farmers, I think. I think these are the farmers. Or can I assign them a district? I don't know. We'll find that out pretty soon. I can't remember. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this here. And what's it going to do? For every adjacent tile here, this is going to increase its output to +1 food. Now, if I wanted to see how much like stuff a tile produces, just click on this here down here, and it shows you the output of the said tiles. Now, the best place would probably build a farm district over here, or I could probably even go for one over on this side, which would be very cool indeed. I don't want to build one here for the moment, because this is an exploitable resource. And, of course, you can't build districts that are not adjacent to another district, so I can't build one over here just yet, which is a shame. However, I could, like, build... if I was to build a industry district here, then I could build the farming district next to it if I wanted to. But I'm not going to do that just yet. So what we're going to do is I should probably build it here, to be honest. Maybe, or maybe not. Or maybe down here. I honestly don't know. I mean, I could build it on here, but I would lose the exploitation, I think. I think I would. Would I lose the exploitation if I build it on there? I think I would, because it's a specific thing I need to build on that, and I can't do that like that. So what we're going to do... Let me just double check if I'm doing the right thing. If I could build that up there, but I don't want to. So let's build the district. Let's build the farmers district over here. I mean, why not? It's going to surround the area here with some extra food. Or I could build it here. Actually, let's build it up here. Yeah, we'll build it there. We'll build it in the shadow of this like mountain, which is going to look really cool. And this is going to take us 14 turns to do. Now, and what I'm banking on is in 5 turns we'll get another pot, which means I can then put him on the production, or probably move 2 pots out of like farming and then put 2 on industry, which will allow us to build it a lot quicker, which is going to be super good. But anyway, let's advance the game. Let's keep going. I think our scouts are still moving over here. I could actually go and kill this deer, and I think I might actually. So what we're going to do, I'm going to move you there, and we're going to kind of strike you. Yeah, let's go and kill this. We'll confirm the battle. We'll kill it, because it does give us a little bit of, I think it's going to give us some influence from what I remember. So the deployment there's fine. Aha, so you've actually gone behind the river for the defense. So we're going to go here, and now we have river crossing, which is a bit of a pain. But what we're going to do is we're going to let him attack. So we're going to defend, and we're going to let him have the river crossing. So now he's attacking us with the river crossing, which means he's doing less damage. Now he's got less health. What we can do is we can now attack him on our turns. And now he's got less health, of course he's doing less damage, so we're still doing more damage than him, so we can kind of knock him back a bit. Now he's going to attack us. Super deer charge. There we go, and then I think 1 more attack and it should be finished. Or maybe 2. We can like attack him now, and then he'll attack us, and we've won. So we'll do this. Now he's going to attack us again, and we should beat him back. And what you'll also see in this game, I did forget to speak about it, but at some point you will see there are events that happen, and they're really cool, and it can like give you a load of different opportunities. And there's a load of stuff I haven't even talked about yet, including culture, including religion, influence. Diplomacy is very neat indeed. I have to say, diplomacy is something that is like insanely cool. Let's send you over here, see what's up north. That's where you guys are going to go. End the turn again, so now I've got 12 turns left. In 3 turns we gain an extra pop. Now you're going to go over here, of course. We're moving you over there, which is the right thing to do. Honestly, not too bothered if he dies, to be fair. Actually, I am, because then I would actually... Because I want to gain the actual pop back. If he dies, then I can't gain the pop back, because if I kind of scout a bit, and then I can bring him back and we can gain that extra pop. Anyway, let's keep moving. Oh, look, there's a deer here. We can actually finish him off. So he might as well. I mean, he's got no health. Yeah, we'll confirm the battle, and I'm going to deploy here, of course. So now what we'll do is we'll kind of defend, and he's going to attack me because he's pretty stupid. So that's him finished. So what did we gain? Oh, we gained some gold now. We didn't gain any influence or food. That must be in the Neolithic era. But anyway, this is a pretty cool location. Looks like some decent stuff here. I could get a city going on this section. So we're going to go around here, kind of go around this bay here. We might be able to find an outpost or something at some point. Now, for every outpost you found after, it cost you influence. So let's say if I wanted to found one up here, it would cost me 10. And then if you want to found the city afterwards, it would cost you even more. But the thing is that in these, what you have, I think the map is divided into like regions, which you can see why these white lines are here. And then if you want to found extra outposts in this region, you can. But if you want to found cities in it, it costs more. If you want to found outposts and stuff outside of these borders into a different like region in brackets, it's going to cost you more influence. So again, it kind of makes you think where you want to actually found the stuff. But anyway, I'm going to take a short break here. I think it's been more than half an hour since I've been, I think it's been about like 40 odd minutes since I've been recording. So I'm going to leave you guys here. What we'll do in the next one, we'll continue it off, and there's going to be a load of extra stuff that's going to pop up you're going to see, especially to do with culture, religion, diplomacy. I can't wait to show that off with you guys. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, please don't hesitate to hit that like button down below, and if you want to see some more content just like this, some more Humankind content, then of course, please consider subscribing to the channel for more, and if you haven't yet, well, why don't you also go and check out the Imperial Rome content that I do. I've made a load of stuff on Imperial Rome. If you're a fan of the grand strategy genre, then why don't you go and check them out? I'm sure there'll be something there for you to enjoy. But anyway, with all that said and done, thank you so much for joining me, and I shall hopefully catch you all very soon. Bye for now.